Please stand and welcome our District Governor, Greg Staub.
All Rotarians and honored guests. First of all, I'd like to start by thanking you for having me here today. And I want to assure you that the respect for the Rotary Club of Harrisburg runs very, very deep in this district, as does its influence. And I'd like to thank a couple of people while I'm standing here. First of all, past District Governor Una Martone for her service over the past 3 years as district trainer. I hope to do half as good a job as Una has done, and best wishes on her as she moves up to be the executive trainer for Mid-Atlantic Pets. Also like to thank past President Andy Rebuck for making Lamar billboards accessible to all the clubs in our district. It has been a tremendous service to all the clubs in the district. And finally, to Scott Stevens for his service to the district as far as Rotary means business. RMB is emerging as a key networking, not only a key networking tool for Rotarians, but also a key recruiting tool for Rotarians. And we look forward to that effort continuing for many, many years. So while this Rotary year has turned out to be much more challenging than we anticipated, it has also offered tremendous opportunity for both Rotary and Rotarians. As we continue to meet these challenges, I ask you to focus on what Rotary offers to our communities, our world, and to Rotarians. I want you to focus on the why of Rotary. And to me, Rotary has always been about leverage. While there are a great many things in the world that I would like to see changed or made better, alone I lack the resources, not to mention the time, to get much accomplished. And in fact, there are very few people on the planet who do. But all of us in this room have the ability to leverage the resources of 1.4 million Rotarians worldwide to serve to change lives. That's what makes Rotary work for so many people in so many ways, not just the people we help, but Rotarians themselves. And that is why I am a Rotarian. If we focus on the why Rotary, we will be able to meet our current challenges and also position Rotary for a very, very bright future. I'd also ask you to focus on your own club. And I have to tell you, when I heard your strategic plan, my spirits just soared because it fits so well with what I wanted to talk to you about today. I believe that everything that's important that happens in Rotary happens right here in the clubs. Rotary clubs run the fundraisers that fuel our service projects, provide the hands-on labor that make those projects happen, and Rotarians in our clubs fund the crown jewel of Rotary, which is our foundation. The Rotary Foundation truly is the crown jewel of Rotary. Our foundation is the only charity in the world where the projects it funds are conceived, planned, and executed by its donors. It's also the only charity in the world that returns 50% of those contributions back to its donors after 3 years to fund local projects. That's where the money for district club grants comes from. In the past Rotary year, District 7390 was #1 in foundation giving in Rotary Zone 32. And that is a very big deal because Rotary Zone 32 includes most of the Northeast United States and part of Southeastern Canada. It's composed of 32 districts, 1,164 clubs, and over 32,000 Rotarians, and we were #1 in foundation giving. So please accept my heartfelt thanks for your club's support for our foundation. As I said, Harrisburg's reputation is impeccable in the district, and you have a reputation for being a very generous club. As we emerge from the COVID pandemic, we must make every effort to position Rotary as a way for business and community leaders to restart their lives as we restart our economy. We must reach out to those who were forced to leave us and invite them back. At the district level, we are reinvigorating our membership resources to help our clubs accomplish their membership goals by identifying best practices for membership development and providing the clubs with the resources they need to grow their membership. Under past District Governor John Anthony's guidance, see, Una's right, you never get done, right? We have formed a mentorship committee that will seek out best practices for membership engagement and retention and make those resources available to all the clubs in the district. Above all, we must continue to hone Rotary's value proposition for business and professional leaders and solidify Rotary's positioning as the preeminent service club in the world. Rotary International President Sheikh Armeda has asked us to follow a simple guideline this Rotary year. Each one, bring one. He asked each Rotarian to make a special effort this year to introduce Rotary to a friend, colleague, or relative. One of my highest personal concerns is the leadership vacuum that our great nation faces. I believe that Rotary is in a perfect position to help address this. Rotary attracts leaders like no other organization that I've ever seen. We have excellent tools within Rotary to help any Rotarian sharpen their leadership skills, and new initiatives like Rotary's partnership with Toastmasters International continue to build our toolbox for leadership training. I had a great experience about a month ago. I attended my first Toastmasters meeting, and I ended up joining. And I joined because Toastmasters champions two things that are becoming lost arts in this country. One is public speaking, and the other is listening. If you're at a Toastmasters meeting, everybody has a job to do, and everybody has to pay attention to the speaker. In District 7390, our biggest challenge over the next few years is to develop a new generation of leaders. Rotary asks a lot of its members in commitments of time and financial resources. And as we move forward and shape the future of Rotary, we need to make very hard to make sure those commitments are reasonable, particularly for young leaders and professionals striving to establish careers and families. Part of the mandate for the new mentorship committee is to identify those young leaders and make them aware of the opportunities that Rotary offers to step up and lead and to encourage them to do so. I would like your club to identify and send at least one, but hopefully more of your young Rotary leaders to our district conference in May. The world is changing rapidly around Rotary. 93 years ago, television took 22 years to reach 50 million users. In 2019, Pokemon Go reached 50 million users in 6 days. Rotary will change whether we like it or not, because the world in which Rotary exists is changing exponentially. It is up to us to guide that change so that the promise and purpose of Rotary established by Paul Harris so many years ago is not lost. We have to ask ourselves, if we were to invent Rotary today, would it look like it does? The answer is clearly no. Then why not work to make Rotary what Rotarians want it to be and what the world needs it to be? Our district conference is scheduled for May 6th and 7th right here in Harrisburg. The dual themes of that conference will be growing Rotary and leadership. This year's conference was developed to address concerns that I heard from my fellow Rotarians as I toured the district this year. I invite all of you here to join me at the conference to learn how all of us can be more effective leaders and grow Rotary's impact on our communities and our world. Finally, Rotarians have a reputation for keeping their promises. And 36 years ago, we promised to eradicate polio from the face of the earth. And we are very, very close. The portfolio virus has been vaccinated into a corner, and we must not allow it to escape. It is literally only a plane ride away. Please join me this year to support Polio Plus by joining the Polio Plus Society, participating in events like Pints for Polio, or have your club create their own Polio Plus fundraiser. On behalf of your district leadership team, District Governor-elect Juliet Altenberg, District Governor nominee Fred Geller, immediate past District Governor John Anthony, District Governor nominee designate Paul Thompson and myself thank you for all you do for Rotary here in Harrisburg.